Hi. Thanks for stopping by the My Reader Minutes. Before I get started, I'd like to say that everything on my channel is alleged and, in my opinion, and done for entertainment purposes only. If you are new here, welcome. To all my new subscribers, thank you for joining me on my journey. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's free. Today, I want to just give my 2 cents on the second half of the Wendy Williams documentary. And first, let me just say, can I ask a question? Is what Wendy has going on with her diagnosis, is that contagious? Because I think Sean might need her brain scan too. Now, with that being said, let's get into it. So, I'm glad I had some time from the time that it aired till now, because I was going to come to you at right after the program or the day after and just release all my thoughts. But I have had an opportunity to calm down and gather my thoughts a little better. Because after watching that second part, I'm telling you, I was kind of feeling angry. I was angry for the family. I mean, I get that some family can be, not always there for you or in your corner. I think what triggered this whole thing was her son, you know, and for the most part, what I can remember, I knew her and her ex-husband were going, Wendy Williams and her ex-husband were going back and forth about money, because I believe they had cut him off. They had cut off his alimony payments because there was a little clause in her divorce decree that said if she were to stop working, his payments would either be modified or terminated. And the court decided to terminate them. And I guess him and his lawyer overlooked that small piece. So right when he didn't have any money, he was saying he didn't have any money to pay his bills, to pay his house note, he was going to get put out, blah, 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 blah. Then all of a sudden, you get this trigger warning or whatever happened at her bank, Wells Fargo. You have your son with you, and you want to withdraw some money or what have you. But anyway, I remember that something like that happened. I don't have all the details, but I think they may have thought that little Kev might have been funneling money or could potentially fund money to Big Kev. That's what I'm thinking, and that's why they shut everything down. However, now we have a guardianship over top of a woman, finances, and I'm assuming her health too. I don't know. Do they deal with health? Because it doesn't sound like they do. It's just the monetary part. So they need to make sure that she's getting the proper care. And I don't know who I guess she hired her manager, Will, before she got to this late state. I don't know who hired Sean. He made it seem like don't nobody know Sean. Where did she come from? How did she even meet her? I was irritated with both Sean and Will throughout the whole documentary, both first part and second part. The first part, they were acting like they were oblivious to what was going on and didn't think that there was anything wrong with Wendy. Yet in the second part, Sean still maintained her opinion, but Will all of a sudden was trying to make it seem like he was about making sure she didn't have any alcohol, going through all the drawers, going through all the cabinets, making sure she wasn't hiding anything. And all of a sudden he had this urge to make sure that she didn't have any alcohol in the house. Well, could you have made sure there was some food in the house? Because she didn't have no food. What was she supposed to eat? That's why she was drinking her breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Why wasn't there any food in the house? Who was supposed to take care of that part? Did she have a maid? Did she have people to come in and clean? Who was supposed to handle that part? Like, the PR was doing PR, the manager was managing, then something had to happen. You had to put different people in there to do and afford for a private chef to fix her breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and vegan meals, because I think she's vegan, right? Hire a vegan chef or a chef that knows how to prepare vegan food. I don't understand that. Why she didn't have no food in the house and why she was crying, calling up Sean, saying you were supposed to bring her food and ain't bringing none, talking about Will. But, you know, I mean, and oh my gosh, he really thought, I think he was the star. Montclair coats, Louis Vuitton. He had all of the designers on. From head to toe, matching. His hat matched every outfit, every designer. The hat matched. You're not the talent. I was really, really irritated at the end of this. And who thought, Sean, it was a bright idea to take Wendy all the way across the nation to meet up with execs at NBC about a talk show, and she's talking out her head. She doesn't even know that she's talking out of her head. Yet, before you even take her to the meeting, you take her to get her something to eat, and you allow her to drink. Not 1, 2, but 3 glasses is what we saw. Who knows what they edited out? And somebody, I think one of the producers asked her, said, "What are you drinking?" She said, "Grey Goose." What? And you're not even supposed to be drinking. And the producers kept asking Sean, "Why do you allow her to drink?" And she kept saying, "She's around me. I don't see this. She's never been drunk. She knows her limit." That's why she's been diagnosed with alcohol-induced dementia. Sean. What in the world? I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. And she kept saying, and Wendy Williams, she was like, I want to meet with the execs and they're going to say yes. And I want to wear this. I'm sorry, Aunt Wendy. You look like a clown. And that was not a good outfit. It was Gucci all the way. But that wasn't the move. And then you want to show your feet to everybody. So you went into the NBC exec meeting and had to show your feet? Like, why is that important? Sean, why would you take that lady in there so she could show her feet? And then, Sean, you ask her, does she want to go to the Oscars? She doesn't even remember what the Oscars are. And of all people, Wendy knew what the Oscars were. And that didn't give you a clue. Still, at that time, you didn't recognize that wasn't the Wendy Williams that have you ever watched the show? Do you know her background? Do you know what she's known for? And you think because she said, well, she forgets some words. She said, no, she forgot what the Oscars was. That's not just a word. That whole event is star-studded, and she's all about the stars. And you had to tell her what it was and what she was wearing she couldn't wear. She didn't even know that. Her thing was, I want to wear this. Stop it, Wendy. No, because all you're going to do is get on the red carpet and show your feet. I know she goes and sees her family. So her niece goes and sees her at the hotel and again talks to her in a real way that Wendy doesn't want to hear, and Wendy shuts her up. She shuts her down. So it sounds like that anybody that says anything that she doesn't want to hear, she shuts you out. And I'm assuming that's how Will and Sean became the enablers that they are because they didn't want to lose a check. Is there a day rehab that she can go in daily? Like she has to get up and get dressed and literally go in and do stuff like it's a job, something like that. I don't know. Something has to happen. They come out later in the week that um working for Wendy Williams. Yes. I was hoping that that documentary shined a light on them, at least them two. Now they need to also look into the Guardian because I don't think that's being done well either. Because clearly, I don't know what the Guardian does. I guess the Guardian just pays the bills, so she has a place to stay, but she doesn't have access to her money to even get food. Like the Guardian needs to pay for a maid to come in or a chef, someone to clean, someone to cook, if not both. Anyway, I don't know. That was a lot. Um, like I said, I'm gonna pray for Wendy. Hopefully, some more industry people come out and speak on it. I saw Fat Joe mention something. I watched him. I think it was the guy Steve. Someone had a talk show with the bald head. He came out and spoke about it. Some of her industry friends are concerned, and yes, they should be. I was concerned. I'm like, where are her industry friends? Like, I know she got some industry friends. Someone that has just as much as she does and doesn't want anything from her. I'm sure there's somebody out there. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm just gonna keep praying for Wendy. That's all we can do, I guess, at this point, and just keep hopefully that the Guardian will go away once they review it, and maybe her family can come in, like her niece or her sister can take care of her. Her sister said she didn't care about the money, put the money somewhere else. She just wanted to take care of her sister. After she said that, I'm all for the sister taking care of her. And she seems to love to be around her family. She loves to be around her dad. It was so heartbreaking to see her dad look at her. He's like 90 some years old and his mind is better than hers. That was really sad. Anyway, that's all I got, y'all. Please like, share, subscribe. It is free of charge. It doesn't take any level of effort to just hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Makes the algorithm like me. So appreciate everyone for stopping by. Peace.